As November deepens, the familiar sights and sounds of autumn begin to fade. The last of the golden leaves drift from the trees, and the landscape takes on a starker, more subdued palette. Across the UK, the air grows noticeably crisper, and the days shorten, hinting at the dramatic transformation that lies ahead. A dramatic shift in weather is about to sweep across the UK as a powerful Arctic blast descends from the north. This isn't just a minor change in temperature, it's a significant event that will impact millions, bringing with it a host of challenges and changes to daily life. Over the coming days, a surge of frigid Arctic air will replace our recent spell of wet, mild conditions. Temperatures are set to plunge, and the risk of widespread frost, icy surfaces, and even the first significant snowfall of the season will become a reality for many. Streets that were recently damp with autumn rain will soon glisten with frost and, in some places, a blanket of snow. This isn't just a chilly day, it's the first true taste of winter, a sharp reminder of the season's power. Some areas, especially the Scottish Highlands and higher ground in the north, are expected to experience the coldest temperatures of the year so far, with thermometers dipping well below freezing. Rural communities may wake to a world transformed overnight, with fields and hills coated in white. Snow is likely for many, not just the usual northern hills, but potentially extending to lower-lying areas and even some cities. This could mean travel disruption, with roads and railways affected by ice and snow and commuters facing longer, more hazardous journeys. Local authorities are already preparing for the possibility of gritter trucks and snowplows being deployed across the country. Now is the time to prepare. Check your heating systems to ensure your home stays warm and safe. If you drive, plan for icy commutes by keeping de-icer and a scraper handy, and consider leaving extra time for your journey. Stock up on essentials, and make sure you have warm clothing and blankets at the ready. It's also important to look out for vulnerable neighbors, friends, and family members, especially the elderly or those with health conditions. A simple check-in can make a big difference, whether it's helping with groceries, clearing a path, or just offering a friendly word of support during the cold snap. In the next sections, we'll break down what to expect in more detail. We'll look at the latest forecasts, highlight the areas most at risk, and explain the warnings being issued by meteorologists. Stay tuned for expert advice on how to navigate the coming days safely and comfortably. We'll show you where the worst of the cold and snow will hit, from the windswept northern hills to the more sheltered southern counties. Whether you're in a city or a rural village, it's important to know what's coming and how it might affect your plans. And most importantly, we'll share practical tips on how to stay safe and ready. Whether that means preparing your home, your car, or simply your daily routine, the Arctic blast is on its way, and with the right information and preparation, you can face it with confidence. An Arctic blast is a dramatic meteorological event, marked by a sudden surge of extremely cold, dry air that originates from the far northern reaches of our planet. These icy air masses are born in the Arctic Circle, where frigid temperatures and vast expanses of snow and ice create the perfect breeding ground for cold outbreaks. When conditions align, this dense, bone-chilling air can travel thousands of miles southward, sweeping across continents and transforming the weather in its path almost overnight. The key player in unleashing an Arctic blast is the jet stream, a fast-moving ribbon of air high in the atmosphere. When the jet stream dips southward, it acts like a conveyor belt, opening the door for polar air to spill down into regions that are usually much milder. This shift can happen rapidly, catching many off guard as temperatures plummet and the landscape transforms. This week, a powerful high-pressure system is dominating the weather charts, steering that icy Arctic air directly over the UK. As this high-pressure system settles in, it blocks the usual flow of milder, moist Atlantic air, allowing the frigid air mass to surge in unimpeded. The result is a rapid and noticeable change, as the familiar damp, relatively mild winter weather is replaced by a much sharper, more biting cold. As the Arctic air rushes in over the North Sea, it remains intensely cold, picking up little moisture along the way. This means the air stays dry and crisp, leading to sharp overnight frosts and a dramatic drop in daytime temperatures. Thermometers can plunge well below freezing, and the wind chill makes it feel even colder, especially along exposed coastlines and open countryside. When this frigid Arctic air collides with any lingering moisture in the atmosphere, it can trigger a variety of wintry weather. Depending on the path of incoming weather fronts, some areas may see scattered snow showers, while others could experience more persistent, widespread snowfall. Even a small amount of moisture can be enough to turn the landscape white, especially when temperatures are this low. The impact is felt everywhere, from city streets to rural fields. Daytime highs may struggle to rise above freezing, and severe overnight frosts can leave cars, pavements, and gardens coated in a thick layer of ice. Early mornings reveal a world transformed, grass blades encased in frost, windshields frozen solid, and the air itself feeling sharp and invigorating. In some places, the cold air and moisture combine to produce heavy, disruptive snowfall. Roads can quickly become treacherous, with snow piling up on rooftops and blanketing entire communities. Travel plans may be thrown into chaos, and local authorities often scramble to keep roads clear and people safe. Forecasters are keeping a close eye on the evolving situation, using the latest models and satellite data to predict which regions will see just a light dusting and which could be buried under several centimeters of snow. People across the country are checking their phones and tuning in to weather updates, eager to know if their area will be affected and how best to prepare. The stage is set for a classic British cold snap, one that brings both challenges and a certain wintry beauty. As the Arctic blast settles in, communities brace for icy mornings, snow-covered landscapes, and the unmistakable chill that only a true Arctic outbreak can deliver. Will it snow? For much of the UK, the answer is yes. Up to 62 counties could see snow, with the heaviest falls in Scotland, especially the Highlands, where up to 25 cm is possible. Northern cities like Glasgow, Edinburgh, Newcastle, and Manchester are all in line for wintry showers, with snow likely even at lower levels. The Midlands and parts of southern England may see a dusting, while only the far southwest and southern Wales are likely to escape. Prepare for beautiful scenes and possible travel delays across much of the country. The defining feature of this Arctic blast is the cold. Scotland will see the worst, with the Highlands dropping to -12°C and cities like Edinburgh and Glasgow near -7. Northern England will see overnight lows around -5, with frost and ice lingering all day in shaded spots. The Midlands and Wales will hover just below freezing, while London and the south will dip to -2, bringing sharp frosts even to the capital. A vast stretch from northern Scotland to southern Wales will freeze on the coldest nights. Daytime highs will feel raw everywhere, especially with any wind. Warm layers and caution on icy mornings will be essential across the UK. As we look ahead, let's break down exactly how this cold snap is expected to unfold across the UK, so you can be ready for every stage. The coming weeks will bring a dramatic shift in weather, with each phase presenting its own challenges and opportunities to prepare. The first signs of change will appear around the 16th of November. That's when the winds will begin to swing from the north, carrying with them a chill that will be hard to ignore. Early mornings will reveal a sparkling layer of frost on lawns and car windows, and the air will feel noticeably sharper. This is the time when you'll want to start layering up and making sure your home is ready for the drop in temperature. By the 19th, the situation will intensify. Arctic air will sweep down, gripping the country in its icy hold. This is when the risk of widespread snow becomes very real, especially in the evening hours. Roads and railways could be affected, so if you have travel plans, keep a close eye on updates. The snow may fall thick and fast, transforming familiar streets into winter wonderlands, but also making journeys hazardous. As the days pass, each night will grow colder than the last. The coldest spell is expected to peak around the 25th of November. During this period, temperatures could plunge well below freezing, and any snow that has fallen will likely remain solidly frozen on the ground. Lakes and rivers may develop a layer of ice, and the landscape will take on a deep winter stillness. This is the time to be especially cautious. Icy pavements and roads can be treacherous, and pipes may be at risk of freezing. After this intense cold, there's a chance that high pressure will begin to weaken. This shift could allow milder, moisture-laden Atlantic air to push in from the west, gradually raising temperatures. You might notice the snow starting to melt, and the air feeling a bit less biting. However, this transition won't happen overnight, and the process can be unpredictable. As the milder air arrives, it could collide with the lingering cold, leading to spells of sleet or even freezing rain. These conditions can be especially hazardous, coating roads and pavements with a nearly invisible layer of ice. It's important to stay alert during this phase, as travel and outdoor activities could become risky with little warning. The best way to get through this cold snap is to prepare in advance. Make sure your home is well insulated, stock up on essentials like food and fuel, and check that your heating is working properly. If you have elderly neighbors or relatives, now is the time to check in on them and offer help if needed. Plan for at least 10 days of severe cold, and remember that preparation is key to staying safe and comfortable. Finally, keep a close eye on the latest weather forecasts and be ready to adjust your plans as conditions change. The situation can evolve quickly, so staying informed will help you make the best decisions for yourself and your loved ones. With careful planning and a bit of resilience, you'll be able to weather the cold snap safely. Now's the time to winter-proof your home. Insulate exposed pipes to prevent freezing and know where your stopcock is in case of a burst. Test your heating and bleed radiators if needed. Get your boiler serviced if you haven't already. Block drafts around windows and doors and close curtains at dusk to keep warmth in. Stock up on essentials, non-perishable food, medication, torches, and blankets, especially if you live in a rural area. Make sure your fireplace is safe, and block the chimney when not in use. A little preparation now means a warm, safe home during the cold snap. Travel will be tricky. If you must drive, clear all snow and ice from your car, including the roof, before setting off. Allow extra time, drive slowly, and leave at least 10 times the normal gap to the car in front. Avoid harsh braking or sudden moves. If you skid, steer gently into it. Use higher gears for better traction and check your tires before you travel. Pack a winter kit, de-icer, scraper, torch, blanket, food, drink, and a charged phone. If conditions are severe, consider postponing your journey or working from home. Always check for public transport updates before leaving. Follow official advice. Your safety comes first. Sometimes, the best decision is simply to stay put. The UK isn't alone. Across the Atlantic, the US is also facing a major Arctic blast. With record cold and heavy snow even in places like Texas and Florida, the US sees dramatic lake-effect snow and deeper freezes, but the UK's island climate moderates our extremes. While we'll see lows of -12, the US interior can plunge much further. Our snow comes from Atlantic fronts meeting cold air, not lakes. Still, both countries face travel disruption, energy demand spikes, and health risks. Wherever you are, the lesson is the same: respect the weather, heed expert advice, and prepare. The coming days will test us with freezing temperatures, ice, and snow, but preparation is key. Stay informed. Forecasts can change quickly, so check updates from the Met Office and local news. Look out for vulnerable neighbors, friends, and family. A simple check-in can make a big difference. Community spirit keeps everyone safer during harsh weather. Wrap up warm, keep your home cozy, and make sure your car is ready. Enjoy the beauty of winter, but do so safely and sensibly. We'll get through this cold spell together. Stay warm, stay informed, and look after each other. I'll be here with updates every step of the way.